Alright, so we're jumping right back into the action here.
Yes.
The Red Hawks have a pretty commanding lead at this point. I mean, we're looking at 8k. I mean, they've dropped quite a few towers. They still have the Baron buff. They might even drop this tower.
We just started the stream back up.
Well, I got a new key.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
So we're gonna see if this works. I'm assuming that means the game is over.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
So yeah, we had them generate a new key because it was not working for either of us.
Oh, gotcha.
So it might be working right now. That's the hope.
Yes.
But unless you guys threw this really hard, congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, I just jinxed him.
Exactly.
So we're looking at an almost 11k gold lead here.
I'm guessing they're going to surrender here in a moment.
I think they win a team fight and just walk it down.
Yeah, Dragon's coming up soon, so I bet you it's a Dragon fight and then a surrender, since we know it ends in about 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, I mean, this is Mountain Soul. It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, we're already looking at 11k gold lead, which is pretty strong. Let's look at these item spikes real quick.
Yeah.
3 items on the Hecarim here at 23 minutes. You gotta love that. That's feeling really good. Oh, big fight. Hornhorn only hits Warwick. Nico is already dropped.
Oh yeah, this is very bad for them.
Whoop, there we go. Asol's triple kill. Yep, and here we go. I think it's going to get walked down with the Baron buff here.
Exactly.
So, if we look at the gold charts on this game, that was quite the swing.
It was pretty even for a little while, but once they started getting ahead, especially with the dragons, it just quickly went downhill.
Yeah, any day's just diving. He doesn't care.
Yeah, look at the inhibitor walking in here.
Yeah, turrets be damned. Here we go. So, excellent game there. They closed it out in 25 minutes even. You gotta love that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good, strong team. Oh, stream's working, by the way, so we're good.
Excellent.
All right.
Rock and roll. That's all I wanted to hear. So, maybe I can take a look at these damage charts here.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Oh my. That's outstanding. So any day's damage is just insane on the Hecarim here.
There's a lot of strong, like, team plays in that one, and there's a lot of people that had their moment to shine, too.
That's true. That's true. Unfortunately, the stream didn't catch the start of the fight and everything leading up to that final push. But
yeah, true.
As you can see, the numbers don't lie.
There is an end result.
Here. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Let's look at some of these other stats here. Yeah, a lot of damage coming out, like I said, from the Hecarim, but let's look at the income. And just, I think across the board, pretty close in the top lane there, but across the board, you know, this gold came in pretty quick. As soon as, you know, they had started the dragon stacking and items started rolling in, the power spikes started coming in, all that early game stuff, they kind of shook it off, and it just kind of took off from there. It felt like it was all downhill after maybe the second dragon.
The objective control was really strong. Bot lane itself had a lot of good counter ganks, so they just maintained strength the entire game. Mid had some trouble at first, but they quickly bounced back, especially against a Sylas. Like, Sylas is really hard to fight. So, especially when they get their key moment to just be able to out damage and out sustain, it's really tough to fight them, but afterwards, that's when they start having trouble.
Yeah, I thought laning phase was interesting because you did have a lot of aggression. Top lane fought absolutely constantly. Ornn gets six first and gets the kill on Warwick. It looked like Silas got a lead in the mid lane there early, and bottom lane was going pretty well. But I think what really got things going for the Redhawks was that counter gank by Hecarim. When Kane
Yes,
showed
that
up,
was
and then they rolled and took all three of them out, got some plates, and then rolled that into the dragon.
the biggest play right there for it.
I would love to show that again while we wait for this next thing. Let's see if
Because
that's possible.
that's what when you're on the opposing team you hate to see from the jungler is they always show up and every fight that matters.
Yeah, well, he showed up at just the right time. He had sniffed it out. He certainly had sniffed it out. Uh, I don't think I can do the replay right now, but that definitely was a situation where, had he not been there, they may have killed them. They may have taken plates. They may have gotten the dragon off of that, and it could have gone the other way around. Could have snowballed one way or the other.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Kane chose red. I don't think he was snowballing enough to go blue. And I think he had the option for either one there. Like, I could see a
Yeah,
world where he could have done either one.
there's an argument to be made for either. I think because of the fights, going red was the best way. Because usually I think the way to go blue is when you're either ahead or you absolutely need to make sure one person dies.
Well, this game absolutely came down to team fighting.
Yeah. No,
So
team fights was the important one.
I give him a lot of credit for choosing red, going in there, and doing what he had to do. All those team fights seemed very close. I think it was halfway through each one of them.
Yeah,
I
and I
started to
mean,
think this could go either way.
and like even though Red Hawks got like their second dragon, like they lost the fight that led into it, even though they got it. So it wasn't like it was one-sided objective control.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, both junglers were everywhere trying to do everything. And, as it turns out, Any Day just kind of took over the game. And his Hecarim is banned against him. Uh, so far this season, this is their fourth series. And I believe it's been banned against them every single game up
Yeah.
until now. I want to say I haven't seen him on the Hecarim outside of scrims.
Which might be the reason that they hadn't banned it. They didn't see it played, which is always the trap. Is like you don't see something played and you think maybe they stopped playing it, but it's because it was banned.
Well, I'll tell you in my solo queue career that I banned Shaco for a very long time. And then when I finally decided, well, he's not that big a problem, right? Yes, he was still a problem. I just wasn't letting him into my games.
Yeah.
So as soon as he came back and, just random Shaco player reminded me of why I hate that champion so much. So I'm back to banning Shaco every game. And I think a lot of people would argue that he's not OP and that, that's a waste of a ban, but I'm going to keep doing it. History tells me that I don't play well into Shaco. And I would be shocked if they let him get the Hecarim this next game.
Yeah, I think that'll be one of the bans. They triple banned mid last time, but then the ASOL still had a strong play. So we'll see if they still at the same level of concentration on that.
So this was the pick ban from last game. I've still got it up here.
Mm.
And as you can see, Jackal got banned. Like, he got hit with the Victor, the Vagar, and the Vex ban. All three
Yep.
Vs. I don't know if there's any Vs left after that. They even hit the Vayne for good measure.
Yeah. So you take out all of these probably. And that was in a latter half ban too. So like in the latter half ban, they decided to shut down the mid, and I guess it still kind of worked. Like he might have had a stronger play matchup against Silas with some of the other options like Vagar, but I don't know if that was still very effective in the end.
Well, it's interesting because I think as Silas, you really like playing into Vagar because you want to steal his ult. He has one of the best ults to steal in the whole game. Vex has an amazing ult to steal. Asol has an amazing ult to steal. You know, has a crappy ult. Well, I'm not gonna say crappy. It could be worse. Is Victor compared to the other ones? I would say Victor's is a much harder one to use. And that was the first one. So first rotation bans, they took the Victor out. And interestingly enough, he's been playing Victor a lot lately, so I see where that came from. And Vagar and Vex are a couple of his other main champions, so none of that's a surprise. But since he has the Asol in his back pocket, and it worked out really well, coming into this next game, what's the strategy? Do you think they're going to go after him again?
I think if it goes to the later bans again, then yeah, they will. Just because it seems like they see the biggest threat early are picks from the jungler and the ADC. So if that we get the mid basically pick early, they're going to concentrate the bans on whoever is later at that point. So I think they're going to concentrate on the jungler or the ADC the most for the early bans.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm looking at what I consider to be their draft strategy in the first game. And I'm noticing that the Ornn in the top lane, that seemed to work out pretty well for them. I could see them sticking with that. Bot lane struggled after that counter gank. I want to say that that's really what turned the tide down there, even though there already was a pretty good CS lead before that. So maybe they take a look at the Nico or the Tristana pick and switch that up a little bit. Kayn, I could see them running that again. It's so flexible.
Yeah, Kane's a firm pick, so I think he didn't do too bad with getting his ganks and everything like that. He would just need the team to work around him more. I don't know if they'll stick with the same bot lane, just because in this case, I think that as far as like the matchup goes, they were being pressured a lot normally just by the Red Hawks bot lane. So they may try something that doesn't have quite as much early power to try to snowball and get something that's more stable.
Yeah, because you see that the Vayne and the Jinx were banned, right, on their side, so they didn't want to see 007 getting it. But on the other side, the Kai'Sa was banned out, the Misfortune was banned out. Both of those very solid picks in the meta. And I think if I was the Red Hawks here, I would be keeping very similar bans. Obviously, Ori's strong right now, but you could look to ban the Sylas. I mean, he was very effective. I love a Scion ban anytime I see it, just because I hate to see an inting Scion or somebody that's, kind of abusing that champion, and it's a tough thing to counter, right?
Yeah.
I think the Gangplank ban, like we had talked about earlier, I think is probably targeted at the opposing team's top laner. I believe that he's a Gangplank player. I don't think that they would have banned that otherwise. Whether he's a one trick or on that, if he just plays it a lot or something like that, something about it told him they should ban it, and so I don't think that ban is going anywhere.
Yeah, I think that'll be stable ban. Just because, like I mentioned before, like anyone who plays a lot of Gangplank has put a lot of time in the champion, so they're going to be pretty good with it.
Oh yeah, I think we have here so here's the new ban phase, and I believe they've already used the client to choose these, so this should go by really quickly.
And I'll be able to spectate once it starts too.
So right now, I'll walk you through what we're seeing here with bans. We've got the Vayne ban, we've got the Victor ban, and now the Hecarim ban coming out. And the Red Hawks stuck with the Misfortune, the Kai'Sa, and the Orianna. So they didn't change their bans. And when you win, a lot of times you just don't change your bans, right?
Yeah.
At least not your opening round. Those are the things they were most concerned about. And as far as picks go, they let the Gangplank through. So Gangplank definitely just got picked there, along with Viego and Lissandra. So a completely different look. And the Redhawks, it looks like they've got the Aatrox and the Jarvan, and they're looking for their third pick right here. They're going to grab the Vagar.
Okay.
All right, now we're back into the second half of bans, and the Silas is gone. Kind of saw that one coming. He was so effective in game one. I mean, why not take it away?
Yeah.
That
It's
being
a
said,
confidence pick.
Lysandra has been picked on the other side, so I'm not sure if that's
It
a
could be for
flex
Jungle
pick.
Stylus. Yeah.
That could be a flex pick. And they just banned Lee Sin.
Okay, so it's a double ban on the jungler, it looks.
That's what it looks like. But I mean, Viego's jungle, right? So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe these bans we're seeing are out of order. Because now
It
we
could
have the
be.
Vex ban coming through and the ASOL, but the Vagar's already picked. So
Yeah, it could be because they already picked, so the order doesn't matter now.
it has to be. Because the more I think about this, these are not the most flexible champions. Vagar's very flexible. Viego, not so much. You never really see him played in lane. But we've got the Ashleona against the Ezreal Janna. So a lot of enchanters. Redhawks playing almost nothing but enchanters in these games. And Jules playing very aggressively on these enchanters. So things have been really working out. They've been getting the push in most games. They're keeping the pressure on. They tend to get turret plates early. They tend to get dragons. And obviously Any Day has been heading bot looking for kills. So on this Jarvan, very much expecting some early action. I do like the Viego into Jarvan matchup, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting matchup for it. Because those two are going to want to brawl and fight.
Yeah, and Jarvan is very bursty, and Viego is very. I mean, he can burst too, but he also can just fight all day long.
Yeah, he wants to reset, basically, if he can get away with it.
Yeah, and what better than to turn into Jarvan and jump on somebody? The flag and
Here we
drag
go.
across the screen.
I can
So now we've
expect
got the
now.
3-minute delay as
Yep.
this is going to begin.
So yeah, we can see the matchups. Yeah, the top lane's going to be interesting because we do have that Gangplank and Aatrox matchup, and we don't know how good the Gangplank's going to be since they took the time to ban it first time.
Yeah, and then I can't tell when they picked it, considering I just figured out how these work now. So they picked them in order so that it would be top, jungle, mid, AD, support, right? That's not the pick order that they came in. So we don't know if they first picked the Gangplank or how that went about. But if I had to guess, I would think the Redhawks probably took Vagar early since it didn't get banned in the first round. Because Vagar is very flexible. He can play into anything.
Yeah.
And Lysandra was probably a counter to that. And I would say
Yeah.
that the Gangplank probably came out early because it didn't get banned. And obviously he wants to play it.
Yes. So it's going to depend on how good the mid players are. Because Lysandra versus Vagar, I could see it going either way, just depending on how they're playing.
Yeah, Lysandra's going to be the aggressor there most times.
Yeah.
But I think as a Vagar, like you're more concerned about... Lysandra has amazing gank assist. So you're going to be concerned about that Viego coming in and Lysandra just trying to lock you down for him.
That'll be the biggest one. But if Lysandra gets ahead, she can just keep throwing out her dash and maybe take it, maybe not. And it can put a lot of pressure on the mid, on the Vagar just by itself.
Yeah, wave clear wise, Lysandra does just fine into Vagar, even though Vagar's wave clear gets really good fast. Lysandra's just one of these amazing counter pick style champs. Like she can really neutralize lanes as well as put pressure on stuff. Just really strong champ in the meta, kind of like an Orianna right now. I think she's top tier pick. I'm a big fan of Vagar. I think Vagar's great in this meta too. Absolutely no issues with that matchup. I like that they took the Ashe away because that was so effective last game, and Ashleona is just dirty. But Ezreal Janna is very slippery. So in response, we've got a very slippery bot lane.
Yeah. No, the Ezreal Jaina is going to be real hard to gank. It's going to be up to, honestly, just the lane. Because they're hard to gank, but they're not really hard to kill in longer exchanges. So if they catch them being aggressive, they're going to have trouble.
Yeah, I could see it as a situation where, the Ezreal Janna does not want to push up very far. They don't want this Viego to get behind them, because that's just going to create all kinds of problems. So we are loading into the game now.
Yep.
And let's just take a look at summoner spells, anything out of the ordinary here. The GP's got Ignite, and he's also running First Strike. So I think First Strike very normal on GP.
I think, yeah, First Strike's normal. The Ignite,
That's
I
very
mean,
aggressive.
yeah, it's very aggressive. They're not going to have a teleport, but it means that DP is very confident here with against the Aatrox.
So playing GP into melee champions is usually a good thing. Aatrox being a very mobile melee champion. It is tough to hit his barrels when you're a melee champion, for sure.
Yeah. Like neither team is feeling all that aggressive.
No, they're doing the spread.
Yeah.
No
They got
teleports.
every choke point to watch.
I mean, and GP sitting in a bush up top, probably looking to cheese a little bit level 1.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Aatrox wins the level 1 fight between those two. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know that matchup well enough to say for sure.
I would say that if you can cheese them with a barrel from the bush, feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I will also say as Aatrox, if GP wants to walk up to you and fight, that's really good for you. So
Yeah.
Viego is going to be starting on his red, and it looks like Jarvan is going to be starting on his red, and they're going to be pathing to opposite sides. They didn't get enough information on each other to split the map in vertical jungle. So it does look like Viego's looking at this full clear here.
Yeah, which is not a surprise for Viego.
Yeah, as a Viego player myself, I can tell you, if you get a chance to full clear, that's exactly what you want. You want to back with 1,100 gold.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to gank bottom because, I mean, he's fighting against a Jaina Ezreal. And he does have a Leona to help back it up, but I think it's just easier if he just full clears in this case. So that's why he made that decision.
Yeah, I totally agree with the decision. I think it's interesting here that we have Ezreal, Janna pushing in. So like I was saying before, like they're a pushing bot lane. They're an aggressive pushing bot lane. They are looking for trades. They're looking for fights.
Jarvan?
And Jarvan does look like he wants to... Yep, we get the ping now. I'm going to see if I can direct the camera up here. We want to see this.
Good, yep. Okay, there's a flash from
There's the
GP.
Ignite. Oh, Oh, and his Triumph saves him. You love to see
that
it.
was really close. Yeah, he played that confidently.
I mean, Any Day stood tall. He had it calculated from the start. Look, oh, nice tornado. Oh, wow.
Oh, yep.
They're all
They're
over.
gonna-
The heal comes out.
Yeah.
And there it
The
is.
heal.
First
That
and
stun
second
came
blood.
just too late.
She's even going to stop her recall. Okay, well, I think I had mentioned something about them playing passively, but
No, not at all.
not at this point. Maybe in a moment, like maybe now that Viego is about to finish his clear, get it back.
Yeah,
Then he shows up on the map, and you got to be a little bit more careful. But I think they
that's
had a
gonna
feeling.
get trouble. Yeah,
Yeah, he was going to be
So
pathing
they're-
top side anyway and looking for a full clear. In all
exactly. So yeah, once he starts getting aggressive, it's going to be a lot harder for that kind of positioning.
And let's take a quick peek here. So Aatrox actually got the kill on the GP. Jackal in a little bit of trouble here. That was a
Got
good
caught
flash, but
stun. Yeah, he's dead.
yeah, Lissandra flashed as well. That's unfortunate, but you know, that's exactly what I was talking about. The Viego with the assist from Lissandra is very deadly on these ganks. And now he's
Yeah.
back up on the map. He's looking for top lane.
Here he comes. They're gonna. GP's gonna step forward now. Yep, here it comes.
Looks like Zodiac might just walk away from this.
He dodged the stun already, yeah.
Well, you can't argue with that.
Yeah.
You just
No,
walk
he's
away
having a
from a
pretty
game.
good setup with Aatrox right now.
Yeah, I imagine GP was calling for that gank, but at the same time, you know, that wave was pushing in. He had to catch those minions. And if he just walks right up to Aatrox, the jig is up. So he probably played that about as best as he could, but the mobility on Aatrox, it makes him hard to gank. So it looks like the dragon's going to get started up here. It's an Infernal Drake to start.
That's really good for them if they can get it. Looks like, yeah, they're coming to stop them now. Lissandra's going to be late. I don't think she'll be there in enough time.
Good cage there, and a good tornado to back it up.
Yep, there we go.
And there's just too many zoning tools. The Red Hawks
Yeah.
they don't need to fight there.
They needed Lissandra there to actually back them up with it.
Oh, his Q's going to come up. Oh, he hit 6. Oh,
Oh, here comes the barrel trap, though.
oh, it's so close. One more auto. And he does it.
Nice. That was really well played.
Him hitting 6 there was so clutch. See, that's something you want to be doing is watching that XP bar when 6 of course being the most important, but when you're about to level, taking fights and leveling, you know, the surprise level up is such a powerful tool. And 007 just doesn't miss on this Ezreal.
No, not one bit.
And Jules tornadoes are on point.
It's got him positioned, too. Like, sometimes he'll use them to actually knock someone up, but he's actually forcing them in the bottom part of the turret.
Yeah, a lot of it is just, hey, I want you to step over this way, please. And then that makes it easier for Ezreal to land his Qs. And it definitely makes it hard to see us when you have tornadoes flying at you and Ezreal Qs to dodge constantly. And so they're going to get a nice back. Bot lane, let's take a quick peek at vision here. So not a lot of wards. You've got the one pink ward in the bottom river. And Lissandra's got the top of the lane warded there. And on the other side, we've got a nice deep pink ward in the enemy jungle. And we've got the Scuttle Vision up top. So
Yeah, without... And... Yeah, it looks like they're just kind of playing it safe. Here comes the flank, though, on bot lane. I don't think he wants it, though. No, yeah, he's going to back up.
yeah, Jewel not afraid to just walk up and hit him with a W in the face. And you got to hand it to Zodiac. He's doing a great job against this GP up here.
Yeah, he's 2-0. He got his boots off first, so he got his steel caps early, which is great against GP.
He's got a 7 CS lead. He's very healthy. He's keeping the wave where he wants it. Here comes Leona. I don't think there's anything here for her.
Yeah. There's a lot of people gathered mid, but I don't see anything that's going to happen.
With Ashe taking a recall, Leona's looking for something to do here.
Yeah.
She did just walk by that pink. Let's see if she's going to... Okay.
Comes. Yep.
She sees it, right? Yeah, she sees it. Okay. But Jarvan is now starting on the Rift Herald. And Aatrox is helping. No idea if Viego's aware this is happening. Likely, even if he knew GP's pushed in right now.
There's no vision, basically, and there's no reason to think that they are doing it right now.
Yeah, with Jarvan's bot side camps coming up. Is he going to drop it top? Let's take a peek here. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, he's going to go around. He's got time. My guess is he's going to drop it probably mid. I don't know, that's not even the best thing either. He doesn't have a lot of good options.
Ooh, okay. And Jackal
Okay,
gets
there's
the... and the flash! Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, they traded ults there. That flash was not good, though.
No, that was a slip of the finger, I believe.
Yeah.
He doesn't go down. And Zodiac just wants this. He wants it all day long.
I mean,
Oh.
he's strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Looks like they've got Leona.
yeah, they should have Leona here.
Yeah, Zodiac's just... He just is relentless. The double flash.
Yeah.
In action mid lane, too. There's just too much going on at one time. You can't
Yeah,
keep up with
it's
all
just
the
all
flashing.
calm and then they all go at once. Alright, GP should back here.
Rightfully so. And Lissandra had to back, too, so... These solo lanes doing work this game.
Yeah, our top and mid are doing pretty good.
Jarvan's peeking around the corner. This might be the time he drops it. Yep.
Yep, it's the best time.
Lissandra's got the wave clear here, but I think it's going to go ahead and crash. Oh. So Lissandra's going to get kill credit on that. Viego went deep. And the Leona came up as well, so good counterplay on the other side for sure. So we're looking at a 2k gold lead.
So
And
far, yeah. 2K and the dragon. New dragon's already up.
okay, Jewel might be in a little trouble here, or it's calculated. Okay, Leona. That's it.
There's the Ezreal. Yeah, you're dead.
That's it.
And
No rotators.
now they go over for dragon.
Yeah, this should be pretty free.
It's like Jackal is rotating. Oh, okay. Looks like the other mid's going to stay.
Viego really wants to help. Hold on, we got a lot of action everywhere. Viego goes down. Looks like Ashe is going to go down. Let's follow this.
Yep.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
Topline's in a bad fight
And the
too.
one lane. Oh.
Oh, there he goes. That was a great bush shot. It split.
Okay, we need to watch this 1v1 here. The instant replay, boys.
It's really good, yeah.
Zodiac
He
says, "Am I
slips into the
ignited?"
bush.
Because that was just amazing. Really good play there. Lissandra
That
going
was-
crazy. They might
Right
trade ults
now,
again
yeah.
here. Yep. A lot of ult trading going on in the mid lane.
Yeah, they're ready for it.
Can't blame them. Can't blame them.
Okay,
That's
here
what their chips do.
comes Viego on the Aatrox up top.
He is peeking around. I mean, Aatrox is sitting there and he's pretty low. My money is on Aatrox getting away here.
I mean, yeah. Looks like Aatrox
Or he just
just
wants
beats
to fight
that.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, he popped the ult. That did not work.
So yeah, Aatrox just beat him up. Like, right now, Aatrox is in that period where he is deceptively tanky because he heals, like, as he fights too.
It's true. When he was ignited, he healed through it
Yeah.
to kill the GP. So, very strong performance up top by Zodiac. And Jackal's not playing around. He's in the jungle.
Yeah.
He's fighting Viego. It looks like he might be making his way up for GP as well.
Yeah, there's coming on the gank.
That is a full
If
health.
GP gets
GP.
killed here, this is really, really bad for him.
So no
Oh,
TP
yeah.
on the Aatrox. All right, we don't want to watch Janna take a scuttle. We want to watch this. Here we go. GP getting knocked up. I don't see how he gets out of this one. He would love to trade it, but it's just not going to happen. Good job by the boys. Gold lead 4.5k-ish. And this is at, 13.5 minutes.
Just pretty good, yeah.
Let's take a peek at some of these items here. We got double gore drinker.
Well, there's
Okay,
Jaina
here's
ult.
Viego. Those are some fancy feet, but is it enough? Can Ezreal get out? Yes, he can.
Yep, Ezreal gets away. And that was a really strong gank too, so him getting away is actually pretty good on their end.
You love to see junglers pick up the dead support body and know what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one coming, and I don't think he did either. Excellent.
I
So,
mean, Jarvan coming out of you out of nowhere is usually unexpected.
it's classic Jarvan, though. You love to
Plus,
see it.
Jarvan and Aatrox are both 3-0 and have core drinkers and still cat boots.
Yeah, they shop at the same store, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. They got the same style.
So no completed items outside of Gangplank's Essence Reaver.
Yeah.
On the one side, you've got completed item for everybody on the Redhawks now.
Yeah, we got Trinity, we got Everfrost, we got 2 core drinkers and Shirelias.
That Shirelias is huge. Janna Ezreal with Shirelias is just uncatchable. I mean, even an Ash Arrow at this point isn't that scary. Now, Ash Arrow plus Leona ult, things like that, they're not immortal, but... And Viego wants it.
Yeah,
Okay, well, 007's
Viego
already
should...
got 1 kill. Janna, kiting?
Oh, he gets a reset.
Okay, but don't turn into the... Okay, he's going to turn into Janna. You got the knockup, the ult.
Yeah, Viego got the reset on that one, and that was key.
Yeah, he played that well. Absolutely. Good kiting, though. They definitely wasted a lot of time to get those kills, allowing Jarvan to go up and get the Rift Herald. And to counter jungle Viego's top side. If you look right now, he's just going to take it all. Or he might gank the GP here.
Yeah.
Let's see if he wants it. GP is going to...
GP's staring at him, yeah. Here comes the barrel setup. Okay. I think he's going to wait for Jarvan to come in there. Yeah, he doesn't want it.
Oh, it's ult for ult again.
But this time there was the Jarvan waiting.
Yeah, you don't get away that easy. Okay. We got slows by both of them there. Are they going to catch the Ashe? Okay. Looks like that bottom tower is primed to go down here.
There's Jarvan ult. Okay, so nobody dies here.
Oh, Ashe is in some trouble, though. Oh, 007 is just...
Yep, she got it.
Very nice. Oh, and doesn't even die to the tower. Good play there. Here comes the Sandra. Pretty sure
Sandra is having some trouble here, yeah.
her ult is still down, so... Not much she can actually do here. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, they took some tower shots getting her off a tower, so that does put them pretty low.
Viego's in the vicinity. Jarvan's on Dragon right now. And Aatrox is just pushing top. Pretty
Yeah,
relentless.
Viego's there. He might try to steal it. I don't think so, though.
This looks like a steal opportunity for him. How slick is he?
Yep, not enough.
No. I mean, that was slick, but...
Yeah, he tried.
I gotta give him some credit. At this point in the game, you need to make some risky plays.
Yes,
Down
no, I
7K
think that
gold.
was the most responsible decision he could have made.
I mean, it's either that or go farm your topside jungle. Oh, wait, it's already gone. So, yeah.
See, that's third dragon already.
This game looking a lot like the first one.
The first one was a little bit more even for a while, but it's the same thing. It's slowly slipping out of their control.
So let's look at some timers here. It looks
Ezreal
like
just got his mana immune.
Baron's going to be up in a minute and a half. And that's a great way to close the game. Oh, Jewel just fearless here. Can she kite it out? Another stun comes through. Oh.
She's stayed alive for longer than I expected. Alright, here comes...
Oh, now Viego's here with the 2v1. Okay, Zodiac.
He still
Take
gets
that
away,
risk.
yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Zodiac's just unstoppable this time.
Yeah, this has been a great series for him. Threw down the gauntlet saying, you want the GP, you can have it. Oh, he has to flash out. Here comes Viego and Leona, who are rolling around as a death squad here. But they don't want any
You got
part
the
of
Jarvan ult. Yep, there's the Jarvan ult.
They don't want it, and Ezreal's coming in from the side. The Ezreal damage is insane
And-
right now. Yep. Sorry, Leona, but it's all over.
Okay, Zodiac finally goes down and fight with death. But Ezreal cleans up.
Got a big fight down bot. Ash has got to run.
Yep, Ashe is going to get away. Yeah, Veigar's hitting that period too, where like he's 0-2, but he's got 150 CS, and he's stacked
Let's take a look
how
at
much
his stats.
here? An extra 142 ability power already. Like,
Oh yeah. It's gonna get out of control. It's gonna get out of control. That's just Veigar for you.
it is, yeah, because he's already got about 300 ability power. He's building his. He's got a needlessly large rod, so he might be going cap second.
I think it has to be Cap. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think with Veigar, there's only like a few items that you really need, and one of them is your mythic, right? And then the second one's Rabadons. Anything past that is
Rabadon.
kind of just, you know, do you think you need a Zhonya's? Do you think
Yeah.
you need a Rylai's or something? Oh, very nice slow there.
Oh, there's a stun though. Got the counter stun. Oh, there's his Ash arrow. Finish him off.
Okay, unfortunate Ash showed up. He was making the great escape, but that is.
They are getting a Baron though.
Yeah, you can't deny this is creating a lot of space. Uh-oh.
Here comes the pulse. Looks like somebody had a
We had a game crash.
game crash. Yeah.
The good news is we had run it back a little bit, so we can poke forward a little bit and see if this pause is still going on. Is that how this works? Maybe that's not how this works. It does not look like that's how it works. So, hopefully it's not a long pause, but you know, game crashing takes a minute to reboot.
It depends. Like it could be very quickly, or it might take a little bit.
So if we take a look at the gold here, I mean, it's 7.5k gold lead. We got 16-8 on the kills. You know, what was that 4 towers to 0 at this point? That's a very telling statistic there.
Yeah, because they still have all their tier 2s up.
And if you look, you know, it's going to be a Cloud Soul. We're on Soul Point here. So after this Baron,
That'll be the big one, I think. If they get Soul, I don't see how they come back at that point.
so interestingly enough, you know, it looks like they're working on Baron. And even though there is the possibility they could do something about it, I'm looking right now, and you know what was confusing me is Viego is wearing the Veigar skin right now. So I was like, where is Viego on the map? Because he's dressed like a Veigar in the bot lane down there. But
No, he's
not near the Baron.
No, they're gonna get Baron. Because the only ones they got to stop him right now are Gangplank, Lissandra, and Leona. But the ones they're fighting is this Ezreal, who is 6-1 by the way, Jarvan, who is 5-0, and then Jaina, who's honestly been doing pretty good as well, with everything with their shields and knockups. So I don't see how they could take this.
This is a very steep hill to climb. And
Yeah.
as I'm looking here, Lissandra actually doing pretty well. You know, got the item completed, working on the second item. Definitely, you know, 3-1-0, pretty decent scoreline there. Not able to get all the assists that you'd want, so she's gonna be looking for that big team fight ult. She doesn't just want to ult every time Jackal walks up and throws an ult at her, right?
Yeah.
So I think that what it's going to come down to here is, can they survive this Baron buff assault? That's going to be number one. And then number two, are they going to give over Cloud Soul if it lasts that long? And then number three, can they find a team fight to get back into the game?
That's going to be the key. The important thing, I think, is that the Cloud Soul is going to be the biggest point, because if they don't keep them from Cloud Soul, I think they lose the game at that point. Because after that, we have Ancient Spawn, and if they haven't finished the game by then Red Hawks will be in a position to take that fairly easily, and then just close out the game immediately.
And even
So I
better,
think-
like, even if they don't take it, they can force a fight there. Oh, pause
Yeah.
is over.
Yep. Nope, Leona is back. So here we go. Here's the fight.
My screen is paused here.
It paused for me as well. They may have paused the game again.
That's a good question.
Because the game still works. I can direct everything.
Let's give it a minute and see what comes of this. Coming off of a pause, I expect it has something to do with the pause. There we go. And GP's going to go down. Oh, there's the big Jarvan ult.
Yep, there's a Jarvan ult. Lissandra
this is-
down. Yeah, and now they have a guaranteed Baron here.
Guaranteed Baron.
Jaina needs to be careful. Yep, she is wisely staying back.
Yeah, Baron doesn't like low health people.
No, no, it fit.
It's funny. It doesn't seem like Baron does much to you, even with the debuffs and stuff. But if you're low health, he's going to get you.
Ash is taking their opportunity to just push, which is fine, I guess. There's not much else they can do but get some money.
Well, they finally got a tower, so
Yeah.
that's the beginning of the comeback that they're trying to mount here. So no resets. They're just going to come right in, steal the blue, and force
Yep,
Viego's
get the
flash,
flash.
and the GP ult. Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better series of events there.
Yeah, that was really strong for them. So now, yeah, without Flash, like, that's even harder for them to actually fight Red Hawks against Dragon.
Yeah, so here I'm interested to see. It seems to me like Veigar's pushing bot, right? Are you just going to run the 4 to Dragon and let Veigar keep pushing? Or are you going to look for the team fight? It looks like they're going to swarm here and look for this team fight. Ezreal's a little late to the party, but if they can just delay a few more seconds, they're going to have a huge advantage here. Yeah, and GP's going to have trouble with these barrels. Okay, Jarvan's in. Aatrox needs to get over that wall. He's stuck on the other side of the wall. There he comes. Okay, Jarvan's down. Good Ezreal ult. Oh, Easy's just taking over the fight here. Oh,
Yep.
Lissandra's got her hands on her now.
Looks like Ezreal.
Here comes Viego. Good knock.
Diego might execute him. Nope. Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna go and secure Dragon now.
So here's the Cloud Drake, the Cloud Soul that you were talking about. Yeah, it's going to be hard to come back from that.
Yeah, because if they don't push in and just win the game here, then they'll do it when the Ancient spawns.
I think they're probably... I mean, they're definitely going to try for this inhibitor, but yeah, with Lissandra going down... No, I think it's time to back off and get this soul. It's actually a really good soul for this team, who's already really slippery.
Yeah, they're really hard to catch. They can chase well. Because, like, you still have Lissandra here, who's really good at running away, so it makes it easier to chase her down.
Also, ultimate cooldowns are huge when you have Veigar ults and Jarvan ults.
They're coming to try to do something against this.
Yeah, at this point you just got to give it up. And you're not allowed to farm your jungle either.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a really good